All right, everybody, welcome back for another episode of the Logcast. I'm Stephen Bueno.
I'm Mark.
Melody Chavarin.
Josh Ogerhalva.
Cornell Montgomery. And I've never had Nutella before.
Really?
Yeah.
I just out the gates with Nutella.
Yeah, Nutella. Never had that shit before.
You're not missing out on much. It does go really good on certain sandwiches, like banana sandwiches with like extra sugar or honey or something like that.
Banana
Extra
sandwich,
sugar and
extra
bananas.
sugar.
Oh yeah. Oh, peanut butter, banana, Nutella sandwich. Try
So
it.
you've never had Ferrero Rocher?
Ooh,
I don't speak
Bless you.
Japanese.
so good. You can only get them at like 3 at a time, and they're gone in like 2
I don't like them.
Yeah. You don't.
Oh, is that what's in there?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I've had Nutella many times in my life.
I watched a video of you
freaking
eating
good.
the Nutella.
Hold on, that's what I was gonna get into. So, the first time I had like Nutella, when I knew it was actual Nutella, we went to like a CVS because I'd mentioned to my friend like I have never had it, and he's like, "Dude, it's fucking amazing. Let's go get some." So we went and we bought it, but we also went to a 99-cent store and bought a whole bunch of snacks. So we're like, all right, we're gonna do this like the real Nutella way. And I remember we opened up the jar and we dumped like Fig Newtons and these little like wafer sticks. And we ate it all, and we felt fucking horrible right afterwards. Like after we all ate it like in a frenzy, and then we were like, I feel fucking sick to my stomach. I don't know if I can eat anything else.
Oh, I bet.
Probably heartburn or like a heart attack.
No, like have you ever eaten
Diabetes.
Have you ever eaten
That's
the
the
beginning of
onset
that.
part of onset type 2 diabetes. Like that
that's what was
horrible
happening to me. I was dying slowly.
It's like probably way
Thanks
too
to
much
Nutella.
sugar and like just bad.
Yeah, dude,
Too
don't
much
put
at a
Nut-
time.
Don't put Nutella on Fig Newtons, man. It's really not the business.
I know. One's healthy, one's not, but you know, you just don't know which one's which.
I don't know. The Fig Newton didn't
Which
seem
one's
particularly
healthy?
healthy.
Fig Newton doesn't seem that healthy. It
Corn-
seems like
They're
super
not. There are a lot of
like,
corn syrup in that.
Is it
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't eat
Yeah,
that
and
shit.
the jelly inside?
The fig?
Yes.
That's how you know me and Steven know each other.
Oh no! You know what's interesting? Speaking of knowing each other for a while, last time I think we were in the car and you had mentioned a person and you said the name completely wrong. You said someone else's name completely, and I was like, "Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about." And then you corrected yourself, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, fuck me, that's the wrong person." But I
But we
knew
knew
exactly.
exactly.
what you were talking about. You're like, "Oh, this person's like a Buddhist now or some shit like that." And I'm like,
Oh yeah. I remember this. Yeah.
Well, I think I know who you're talking about,
Oh
too.
yeah, I know, right? Random.
Yeah.
So Steven, I've known you for like what? Fucking forever? Since I was like 13. That's like 13 years.
"Yeah, just about."
How did I get to know you?
we met through Christian
I'm sorry.
and
Oh, it's okay.
from,
not your fault.
from Harbor Freight, and then we all met up at Christian's house, I think, and then I don't know, just met through there, and I met all you guys, like 10 people through him, and yeah, we just kind of kept hanging out.
You
I'm
guys?
still very sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's funny though because we didn't necessarily meet Josh till way later, even though we knew his sister for years. We've mentioned it before, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I knew Cornell just because he lived in the apartments.
Oh yeah,
So that's kind of not the only reason why, but
he stole your internet.
For a long time.
You sold
Your sister gave it to was it
She gave you the
the older
password?
sister gave it.
loose.
Yeah. She gave it to
Whatever.
Kiki.
Oh shit.
So if you ever wondered why your internet was slow back in your
It wasn't me, don't worry. I
If
was
you
way
think about
too
it,
far.
if Kiki was the one that was using it, he was probably looking up like why he had like autism or dyslexia and grew out of it. Like,
Dyslexia? He had a combination of both. It was a weird mix.
sexlexia.
Dyslexia.
I never knew that about him.
Sexlexia is it's
He
when
doesn't have it, Melody.
Gullible.
So you believe that he had not sexlexia, dyslexia?
Well, right now that you guys said it, I was like, oh, I never knew that about him.
He was so good and progressive for his disabilities. Let's applaud Kiki.
He overcame a lot.
I
And then he went
imagine.
right back down.
Steven, you got to get some glasses. You're the only one without a pair of glasses right now.
Oh, what the fuck? I did not notice.
I just noticed it right now.
You know what? I don't even really need mine because I'm not reading anything. So,
Well, with
I don't
Ray-Bans
really
on,
need mine either.
my God.
You know what you could do?
not
You
lose
can
your-
read social cues. That's what you can read. You got to put them on.
The Christian's really good
Go
with
ahead.
that. That's how
They're on.
monkeys communicate. But yeah. So Melody, we met you because of
Middle school.
middle school, and then Josh because of like random people hanging out and shit like
by
that.
association.
Yeah.
It was mostly through like Smith and like Nano, obviously, because I would always go to their house.
Smano.
Smano.
Well, no, technically they're both Smith.
Well, yeah, but
Whatever happened to that guy?
come on now, we've
in
never
peace.
called Nano Smith.
It's weird to think that there are those people that you just call by their last name. Like we have a couple of friends that we always just call them by their last name, and it never really occurred to us that it was just their last name. It was like, oh yeah, it's that dude.
And you don't even remember their first name.
And then you go to their house, and that's what you're still calling them. But you don't think like, oh, everyone fucking
like
here.
their parents call them by their first name. Like, hey, that's
Smith,
not his name.
Smith. Yeah,
As they're
Smith
whooping their
is,
ass.
Smith is a good example. It's like we all call him Smith, even when we're at his house. But
His wife calls him Smith.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
That's weird.
I thought that was his first name.
No, it's not, and we're not going to say his first name.
John.
I only.
John Smith.
I thought
John
that was his
T. Smith II.
name.
He's half Mormon.
Of Nottingdale.
Of Nottingham. He's also knighted.
Is that from Robin Hood?
It's like what was it the dude Turkey?
Probably.
I didn't know. See, you guys don't know, but this dude has a real name, and I
I
didn't find
did
out that
know.
real name. Not you. I'm talking to the audience here. I didn't find out his real name until like 3 years later.
Silence, peasants.
So I mean, this guy's Turkey. He will always be Turkey to me.
Yeah, bro.
Is there a reason for that though?
Fuck, I have no
The
idea.
story goes that when he was in 6th grade, he played a turkey in like a school play. It was something like that. But for about as long as I knew the guy, we just knew him as Turkey.
Yep.
Oh, I thought he was like Turkish, and he kept speaking Turkish.
Hello.
He was the one. I don't know fucking Turkish accent. He was like
that was
the,
Swedish. That was Swedish.
the
right?
one Turkish guy in the community, and like, oh, we just call him Turkey.
Okay.
Well, I got curious one day and I straight up asked him, like, hey, what is your real name? And he told me, and I was like,
Turco.
oh.
Agent.
Now I know.
It
But
was
he'll always be,
Gobbles.
but he'll always
Turkey
be Turkey.
Gobbles the Third.
Turkey gobbles. Gobbles. So I also found out. Not found out. I thought about this for years. That the shape, like I like a curvy woman, right? But a lot of pregnant women have that shape, and I noticed that from the back. I'm like, damn, this chick looks hot. She'll turn around, and she's fucking pregnant.
Even
so
hotter.
I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure if I like pregos
She's got the best curve.
or I just like the body shape from the back.
That weird realization where you're like, I think I'm in a pregnant woman, man. And then you only have a small time span where you can really get at them.
I don't really know.
best time.
I don't really know what
Gonna
you're
have to be yours.
talking about in terms of like how it changes from the back. Maybe like the
They
butt
look-
gets
they-
bigger.
for some reason, they just look curvier.
It's
like
that
their
glow.
hips, their hips are widened.
The
to
glow
fit.
They
is
don't lie.
definitely true. The glow is definitely true.
That's sweatful because they're trying to walk around.
I mean,
You seen Kim Kardashian?
They look like a well glazed
Get
ham.
tired.
oh yeah, but from the front, I mean, it's kind of like whatever. If she's like in her last trimester,
Oh no, that's too far.
yeah, but
How pregnant are you looking at them?
Fuck, do I know? Do I ask them? No.
No, I mean like is it showing? Like
No,
how much
it's
is
showing. Definitely, that's why I know they're pregnant.
Like a little baby bump, or like this chick's about to
Sometimes
pop.
they can be both.
What
Is the
about
belly
twins?
button an innie or an outie already? Like where?
Usually in any stuff.
Are you
Okay.
mostly into women that are pregnant with twins, triplets?
No, I'm not into Kate Gosselin.
I don't think he knows that much by looking at the
I
woman.
mean, it's probably the safest bet to go though, because like with pregnant women, you don't have to use condoms.
Because she already fucked up and didn't.
I'm just saying, like it's probably the best way to go.
you
No,
know,
that's
I,
true.
I don't know. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yes, dude.
She confirmed it. She's been pregnant multiple times. She knows.
No.
At once.
Why would you ask?
No,
hold
but
on.
I know.
Hold on. Why would you ask if that was
No,
true?
because
Like,
I'm thinking. Okay.
can't get extra pregnant.
Well, no,
dude.
no. Okay, but I mean like.
There's no like weight line.
Like the last day, the last moment of her pregnancy, maybe she gets like, I don't know. Hey, I don't know much about anatomy or.
No, it's fine.
physiology.
You don't have a kid, so
Like her
don't
water
blame
breaks
me.
on you, and then you're like, oh man, I'm done with
is that
this.
what you're worried
I feel like
I made her squirt,
I feel
bro.
like weirder things have
No.
happened than like.
Well, definitely weirder shit has happened than like having sex with a pregnant chick. I mean, from what I've been told, pregnant chicks really want to get it on.
Oh yeah, the hormones.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
crazy.
Like they're all about it. But
Yeah, I believe it.
I don't know, dude.
That's a
Obviously,
whole market over there. I mean, it's
over there. Like it's
Over
overseas.
there.
Nah, dude. Pregnant, fucking pregnant chicks is homegrown.
Oh,
It happens in the States.
In the States.
Missouri.
The United.
From Missouri to Wisconsin. That
We don't
little,
have
that
to
little bit
import
right
it.
there.
Yeah, it's like from here to here.
We don't
Yeah.
pay taxes.
Well, on the same subject of kids and shit, there's one thing.
Was it?
Last week I was hanging out with well, you're talking about pregnant people, so kids. I was hanging out with some friends, and one of them has a fucking kid, and the kids just walking
kid.
The
around.
hatred in the way you
Sorry,
said
I'm
that.
sorry.
Damn.
Fuck this
Have a
child.
goddamn kid, and I'm a little.
He's
I'm
been
a little
sipping on
tipsy.
something.
Yeah, I'm a little
for
tipsy.
while,
Sorry.
okay.
The
Same
kid
here.
was there, and I was just like joking with the little kid, and he gets on the floor and starts like playing underneath the table where we were, and inadvertently I like put my hands down like you would to a dog, and I went like, like trying to get the kids' attention. And I was like, wait, let me stop. Hope they didn't notice. Did they notice? They didn't notice. But man, that shit was fucking hilarious to me. I'm like, I treated that little
Did he
kid
go
like it was
over?
a dog. Kind of, yeah. Like,
I blame it on society. and here's my
he was eating
reasoning.
the scraps. That's why I had to
Here's
do
my
it.
reasoning: is that you see all these kids, and it's probably just like subconsciously implanted in your head because you're seeing all these kids like walk around the neighborhood, and sometimes parents are keeping them on leashes, even though it's like a little monkey backpack or whatever.
It's a
still
damn leash.
fucking leash. So
a leash.
maybe in your head you're like, oh, okay. You don't think of like, oh, it's a dog, but subconsciously it's like, oh, well, this is the action I usually perform to get the attention of other things on a leash. So maybe this thing on a leash is gonna come to me if I do the same thing.
Well, definitely some kids need that leash because we all know that little kid in the grocery store who's having a tantrum in the middle of aisle 7 with jelly all over his
Or Nutella.
Yeah, or Nutella. And yeah, some parents that like discipline their by not disciplining. Hey, Timmy, what did I tell you? You have to be.
We made a deal.
We made a deal. What did I say? You're not
Santa
gonna
Claus is
get
still
to
gonna
play
come
Xbox.
today. Just calm down, Timmy. You're embarrassing me in front of all my fucking friends. Timmy.
I had a modeling career. You little shit.
You stop my.
There's a lot being said without a lot being said, man. I
Right.
feel like
That's just one of the major differences I noticed with like. I mean, I don't want to say, but more, and Mexican,
Lighter skin.
black parents, they get straight to the point, and they put the
Yeah.
Look,
fear,
my mom
Yeah.
would be
fear
like,
in them.
"You
is what-
motherfuckers better not like misbehave. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna shop." And we didn't because we know if we did, we get back home and there's a lineup
Yep.
with the belt. And mom's just waiting. They're like, "All right,
yeah.
your turn."
Like a fucking
Your
drill
turn.
sergeant. All right, maggots, line the fuck up.
Pull your pants down. Bend over.
I
Sir,
remember,
yes, sir.
No, mother, no.
I remember in elementary school. I don't know if you guys remember like safety patrol,
Yeah, I was part of safety.
and I would like disobey the safety patrol, and my mom saw that, and she got home, and it was like a really quiet ride back home because I knew she was pissed.
You know
she
it.
told me to go. You know you're in trouble when she
Yeah.
tells you to sit and wait. And it could be any duration amount of time, and you're like,
putting the
I
baby
don't.
powder
And
on
it
the
feels
fucking
like
belt.
an hour, and only a minute came by, and I see her, and she's like picking a belt, like she has more than one. Like
a
one is
samurai
like studded,
sword.
and one is like, yeah.
Should
and
I
then,
get the thorns?
And then the whipping is like quick, and you get yelled at, and then you.
it's the anticipation.
Oh yeah, it's the anticipation, and then you're kind of like, oh, it wasn't that bad. And then you get older, and you learn to like run away from her, and that's.
Oh, I never
Oh,
did
you
that.
never do that.
No.
Oh, I did it once. It was
No.
it was great, and she gave up after that point. I just had a coffee table, and I would just run around the coffee table.
If I could
All out
run
of
away
breath.
and get away with it, I would have never run away in the first place.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I remember this one dude I know. He had his Filipino mom. He said that he got in trouble once and he got his ass beat. And then his mom was like, he would always tell him after getting his ass beat, go take a shower. And he'd always be
Damn.
afraid she'd bust in and whoop his ass, so he'd always lock the door. I remember this one time though, I got in trouble.
That's
with my
fear,
mom.
though. That's fear.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. I don't want to get taken away. Child protective
it's
services.
it's like the
So that's your lip.
statute of limitations.
It's
is
over?
like- yeah.
They can,
Statue
Or maybe
of
unless it like happened.
When you can vote, they won't take you away from your mom.
Are
Like,
you
I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's literally the rule.
my mom's a nice person. She's a great woman. She whooped my ass when I was in that shower though. Man,
She
whooped my
just
ass.
bust
Did
in
she
there.
wait till your hair was like all lathered up so you like couldn't? Like,
No!
You just feel like the initial hit. What the fuck was this? Oh God!
It would be as soon as he kind of like crawls out of the tub where she like comes in, shoves him down, just starts whooping his ass with a belt.
You just hear the
Mom,
cycle
no!
thing. I'm like, Mom, no.
Oh, it'd be even worse if you're like
American
already at the
Psycho.
sink, but she comes from the shower. Like, how the fuck did that even happen?
Mom was a teleporter. Oh well.
An ass
Speaking of my
whooping
mama
teleporter.
whooping ass, well, she didn't whoop this little girl's ass, but she helped me out. Like when I was in kindergarten, exactly. When I was in kindergarten, this girl used to pick on me, man, and like in
A
hindsight,
girl
she
picked on
probably
you.
Oh man, I didn't have no self confidence when I was a kid, and this girl would pick on me every day, like her and her friends, and this isn't hood, dude. Like
Oh, this was a group thing, not well.
yeah, it was all girls that used to pick on me, and I just couldn't defend myself.
Cornell got jumped into the girl gangs.
No, well, I got jumped. I couldn't even join the girl gangs 'cause I kept crying. But so I guess one day my mom found out that like I was getting picked on or some shit, and so she goes to school and she tells the girls like during the breakfast time like you better like leave my son alone, blah blah blah. And other girls were like all scared because my mom was like yelling at him. And then I remember
Go, mom.
I fucking toughed up. I was like, yeah, because I'll beat you up. And they all laughed at me in front of my mom. And This
She
girl's
brought
name's
up the
Ebony, so
samurai
fuck this
sword.
bitch. This girl, when I was in first grade, we had the same class again, and I remember she asked the teacher, "Can I go to the restroom?"
Why is
And the
Cornell
teacher,
such a bitch?
I know.
no, the teacher was like, "No, you can't go to the
Oh, you.
restroom." And the girl's like, "I really need to go." She's like, "No, you can't go." That girl pissed her pants in front of everybody. She got her cum muffins. Fuck that girl. Cum muffins, same shit to me.
Yeah, I'm about to say. You say cum uppins or
No,
cum
no, cum
muffins?
muffins, dog. Cum
okay.
muffins.
We've been saying that shit for years now.
I know you don't understand the inside joke.
I guess I don't.
And you know what
I'm not inside.
what's gotta suck though is that when you're a kid and shit like that happens, it stays with you for the rest of the time you're around those group of people. Like I went to elementary school with this one girl, and I remember one day we were all lining up to like go to recess or whatever the fuck, and then it started smelling like somebody farted, and we're like, "Oh, that sucks, man! Somebody just totally fucking cut one." It still smells, but it wouldn't go away. So after like 10 minutes, it's like, it still smells like shit in here. Like we've opened up the windows, we're trying to ventilate this place, nothing's working.
Was this in a
And then
classroom?
as we're
Yeah.
well, I guess it wasn't 10 minutes because we were already leaving. But I remember I was right behind this one little girl, and then I remember looking down, and then she she made heavy pants. Poor little girl. So it was just like the just the outline of it through whatever she was wearing, because it was like loose clothing, and she was looking forward, and I just remember everyone behind her like, oh my god, she totally shit herself. So for the rest of her time in elementary school, in middle school, and I think she even went to our high school, everyone remembered her as that girl that shit herself that one time in class.
Yeah, people don't forget. Like,
No,
People don't
because you
forget.
stay with those people until someone transfers schools or you move or.
And we live in a small town, man. It's like
Yeah.
everyone knew. So they were very aware that she had shit herself at one point. She could never get rid of the stigma.
I'm
She
glad
also
I
had
came
a
from the
mustache in high
outside.
school.
She had
Couldn't
a
get rid of
mean
it.
mustache in high school,
she
man.
couldn't get rid of the stigma and the shit stain.
And I'm poor little girl, dude. I mean, she went through some hard
Mark,
times.
your
It
face
was
is like
just,
you're
it was just a
traumatized.
perfect combination.
I kept
of
scrubbing and it
the
wouldn't go
kid to get
away.
picked on forever. Like,
Yeah, dude.
the kid who shits himself.
And then had a mustache when she grew up.
And then
You know, girl mustaches, they happen, and
It shows power.
Sorry for all the
Shit
ladies out there.
happens.
you know,
Melody, wait, Melody, do you have a mustache?
You want to look? You can.
Well, do you
I mean-
wax
I
it?
mean-
Do you shave it? I mean,
It's like I trim it like right here.
Melody, how often do you have to shave your mustache?
I don't
Every
shave.
fucking
like, I
day.
just take off like
The 5 o'clock shadow
hairs.
show.
You tweeze your
Oh,
mustache?
okay.
Wait, okay. One thing I've
It's only
learned
like
about
5 hairs.
females is that usually when they're wearing jeans or leggings, they didn't shave their legs. Is this true?
Yes,
Why y'all
but
lazy?
not all the time.
Well, yeah, because sometimes you shave.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
about being.
sometimes you do.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it's lazy because like I don't always want to fucking shave. Also, thankfully, I'm a guy.
Well,
I don't have
see,
to.
Steven, the thing about that is if we shave our face and it's irritated, we can't cover that. If they shave their legs and it's irritated, they can cover that.
That's true.
True.
But
And,
it's also things you have to
if,
do.
If I don't shave completely like to the skin, because if I do, I get a lot of ingrown hairs because my hair grows in,
Ingrown.
ingrown. Exactly. So
Girls do that. I do that, but not just because every time I wear jeans or I wear leggings, that doesn't mean that I just didn't shave my legs. Just like maybe it was cold that day, or maybe I just had.
girl, we live in San Diego.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I get cold easily. I really do. Like I get.
So you need the leg hair?
Oh
Where-
my god.
You gotta keep warm somehow.
Wearing the fittest fucking dress, like over here lying to people and shit.
Well, I mean,
Sometimes.
I can. Okay. Yeah, never mind. Because I met a girl in middle school, and she had the thickest mustache I've ever seen. I actually do remember her name, but I won't say it.
Don Quixote.
But I don't know why. I still found her attractive for some reason. I guess like the rest of her face like made up for it. But I was like, you
Caitlyn?
gotta like what Jenner?
Yes.
Huh?
Okay.
But you have one too?
No, just keep going.
Oh, okay. Well, but it actually does feel kind of like hypnotic to like kind of graze. Like if she has like a little bit of leg hair, just be like, this feels okay. This feels okay. No, not much more than this though.
Mark
not
also
much more than this.
Mark has a fetish for
a
Brillo
cactus
pads also.
feel? Or like a
Like
longer.
borderline. No, not longer. But like just borderline, like it's about to grow back.
Yeah.
And then you can feel like the stubble.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, but not more than that. Don't do
So
that.
we have Mark's girlfriend in the room. Does he do that to you?
Yes.
Okay, that's weird.
I mean, everyone has their thing.
She said yes.
Well, because she'll be like, I'm like,
I shaved.
you're wearing jeans again. And she'll be like, oh yeah, I didn't shave, so I'm wearing jeans. I'm like, oh really? And like, I'm expecting like
Mark's
a
like,
lot
put
of
those
hair.
shorts on now.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, because you don't want your cactus leg to graze someone else's, and you don't want it to feel like you're poking them. So if you haven't shaved like in 3 days, then you'll probably wear your leggings or jeans.
Do you feel bad about that? Like if you were to rub your leg on someone and it's halfway done?
Well, maybe depends. Like probably like if I graze my cactus leg on Josh by accident, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Josh. I didn't mean to do that." But
And it'd be all right.
Josh is like, I'm bleeding.
Oh my god.
fuck?
I'm fucking bleeding.
We have Sonic here.
You literally have shit quattro hairs. Like, it's fucking weird.
well, it depends. Like if
Not
it
true.
was a total stranger, I'd be like, "I'm sir, I'm so sorry," or I just.
So you're saying you would give less of a shit about me than a stranger? God
More,
damn
I
it.
would be more or less. I wouldn't care as much if I knew the person, like a lot. I guess like he's pretty comfortable, so I would be like, "Oh, sorry, dude," and he'd be like,
I know he showed his nipples to you.
"He did show his nipples."
Just
No,
one.
no, it's
Just one.
He's
Yeah,
shown
I didn't
many
know.
people his nipples.
We didn't show them. She felt them.
Mm.
I mean, I guess I showed them as well.
They were
but whatever.
grainy.
So she saw them with her hand.
Because they just shaved.
It's because
Oh, really?
Melody's half blind, so she does that Matt Murdock thing of like, I mean, except he doesn't.
I want to identify you.
I should watch that show. I keep hearing it's good.
Oh, it's good as shit, dude.
Nah, he does. He didn't do that. It's funny
Oh,
though.
okay.
It's almost
That'd
as
be
good as
good.
Harry
Not,
Potter.
not
No, so I got an interesting story about two interesting stories about the whole mustache thing, just to like finish that topic off.
Well, let's finish it off, baby.
I
Finish me off.
I would think I must have been like 15, 16, and we were at a friend's house, right? These two girls go over, and we're hanging out, we're joking around, and then we're like, oh, let's all split off in our own little rooms and fool around a little bit, as teenagers do. So,
I don't know. I never did that in high school.
I never.
it was fucking great.
I was lonely.
It kind of
So-
just happened.
I saw it happen.
Oh, okay.
She
What?
wasn't there, though. She wasn't there.
Okay.
This might have been another time. I don't know. I'll ask later.
Yes.
So we split off into two different rooms, and I'm making out with this one girl, but I can't get over the fact that
She has a
she
mustache.
has no, she doesn't.
She has a
She
thicker
had a
mustache than
mustache. She had shaved the mustache, and then she had let it regrow again. So,
So it
as
was thicker.
as I'm making out with her, I just feel like a lot of shit pricking my face, and it was sad
fucking
because
Christ.
I didn't have a mustache. Like I barely fucking grow facial hair anyway. So it was just pricking my upper lip, and I'm like, all about this doesn't feel right to me right now.
And then the erection came, right?
All right.
And then I was very confused on why I had a boner.
Did you ever
like-
tell her, like, you know?
No, dude,
I'm
because I
hard.
wanted it to happen again. So I didn't really want to like fuck with the situation too much.
Yeah, you wouldn't tell her unless you wanted it
Look,
to go.
The situation.
Yeah, just fucking your face.
Mole, 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 mole.
Yeah. What was the other one?
The other one. So we had a friend. We had a friend, and we always kind of knew she had a bit of a mustache. But we never told her anything about it,
Why?
and we never said
Because
we didn't
it's
want to be
rude.
mean. Like, yeah, we thought it was kind of rude, and she was really cool. So
Rude that she had the mustache, or
No, no.
Sorry, I know
I
you're
just-
listening to
the
this.
girl walks into the room. Rude. Could you handle that?
you
No, no, no.
bitch?
She was a really good friend of ours, and it didn't we didn't really think about it ever. And one day she was looking at us, and she's like, "Hey guys, is something different about my face? You guys notice something about my face?"
All of us
We're
were
like, "No, I don't know what you're
I don't
talking
see
about."
anything.
So she noticed people were looking at her.
Well, her friend
had
told her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So her other female friend had told her.
How old was she?
We were all like 20.
No,
19,
not even like
something
18,
that.
19. Yeah.
We were young.
So she knows that it's not
Socially acceptable?
right.
No.
Well, sure.
No. So her friend had told her, and she had noticed it. So she was trying to get our opinion of it, and we were nice, and we're like, no, we don't notice anything
She's like
different.
trying it. She wants your opinion. Like, hey,
but
what do
did
guys
you
think?
really notice?
Well, no, we knew
Yes,
from the very
we
beginning.
noticed
Oh,
it, yeah.
you
So we
know.
didn't know what she was talking about at the moment, but we just kind of guessed that she was talking about the mustache.
Yeah.
It turns out that we were right, and that she was kind of like gauging our, I guess our, not our interest, but how noticeable it was. So a couple of weeks later, or maybe a couple of days later, she ends up shaving it, and then she kept shaving it from there, from then on out.
Thank God.
Oh, well,
Love you.
that's crazy. So maybe she didn't realize how noticeable it was. So
Oh God, no,
there
she didn't.
there has to be a point for every girl, I think, right? Where like, hey, I think I'm growing hair on my face. When people are starting to notice.
Puberty?
You know, honestly,
like-
someone had to tell me.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. There has a point. There has
It's
to be a
because
point.
you just you see yourself every day and you just don't really notice it. I mean, you're just like, oh, okay, you know.
And then
you
eventually
notice-
you see the
and
crumbs
then
on your
someone
mustache.
tells you.
Okay,
starts growing
and here's
out.
the thing, though.
Someone told me.
Here's the thing, which I think is kind of weird, though, because every time that I'm ever in a group of females and they ever see a baby, they're like, oh, that baby's got its dad's eyes, or that baby's got its mom's nose. So you would think that females would look in the mirror and be like, I'm looking a lot more like my dad today
I have my
than
dad's
my
upper lip.
mom. Ooh, look, right here, dad. everywhere else, mom.
It's because for females, the hair doesn't grow as thick and bushy as a man.
Look,
so,
but you're fair skinned, so it should still. Oh my god, I can't even talk. It should still show.
Yeah.
And so it's like, until someone tells you or points it
Do
out.
you look more like your dad?
I look more like my dad.
Well, there you go.
Even on the like right here.
Oh my
or-
god.
No. No, he has a
Rob
full-on
himself.
mustache, like the really like.
I'm still
thick
trying to grow
Chuck
one of
Norris
those.
one.
If you tried,
You're
do
telling
you
fucking
think
me.
you can get there?
No, absolutely not.
Do you not want to, or you just
haven't
No,
tried.
I just no, like I've let it grow.
Why?
No, I mean like just not trim it as much, and it's like grows like
single?
light. No, I mean like I get blonde.
She's trying to get the Fu
blonde
Manchu
hair.
going on. You're just fucking-
He's trying to be like the
I don't
master from Kill
with
Bill.
my family.
No, I don't grow a full-on mustache. Like I
Good.
really don't. Like it's like really like I just have like blondish hairs, and maybe like the ones right here are like slightly darker. That's it. Like I
I feel
cannot.
like we're offending every girl listening to this shit right now. All
no,
all
it's
13%.
true.
We talked
Our
about their
demo-
kids. We talked about pregnant. We talked
Man,
about
this is the welcome to the
mustaches.
chauvinistic podcast.
Right.
We
Planned
talk shit about
Parenthood.
women.
Planned Parenthood. I'm Planned Parenthood.
Planned
Hopefully-
Parenthood. Defund it.
Hopefully it stays. Oh, well.
I love Planned Parenthood.
But
That
I
shit
mean,
saved
We need
me a
that.
lot.
No, it's ironic because it's not really planned.
We already talked about
No,
this.
well, you
Yeah.
can plan
Yeah.
it. They do planning.
No, I hear that in some parts of the country they plan parenthood. Obviously, like I said, we've said before, not in this part of the country. I can tell you that.
No,
We're the missing part.
no.
The missing link thing.
No, the missing part.
Maybe they named it that way so people would get a hint. They're like, people, fuck, it's like a billboard. Start planning the goddamn parenthood.
No. I just
Maybe,
can't pull
I
up.
don't know. Man.
Speaking of unplanned parenthoods and planning parenthoods, so Mark, you were talking about earlier when we were having our internet conversation about long distance relationships,
Correct.
about if they can work or if they don't work.
that's interesting.
It's one of those things that they can, I think,
but
but not often do. Maybe.
exactly.
Well,
personally-
I was thinking of this because I don't know if is it okay if I talk about? I mean, there's people that live in Colorado that I can talk about. It's like a perfect example of that.
They live there.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
there's a lot of people that live in Colorado.
okay, yeah. So
They know who they are.
It's cold as shit, apparently.
because we can look at Kiki and Sarai's relationship, and it went perfectly. And
Shout
it was
outs.
a long yeah, shout outs to Kiki.
2 times.
You beat autism, boy.
No, but
I almost clapped.
but most of the time I hear that it doesn't work out, especially maybe in like military situations, like they're going out to sea or something like that.
I believe this is a specific term for females that cheat on their husbands in the military. I
Dear
forget what
John
it is.
Letters.
I think all around people just call them bitches.
Oh yeah, beaches.
Oh, maybe.
Uh,
Yeah.
Beaches.
But yeah.
The beaches.
So in certain situations, it seems like it can work because they already know what they're getting into. Versus,
I mean, even I've been in a relationship with a girl that was like a state or two away.
she's like right behind you, dude.
Not her. But
Shout out.
yeah, shout out to Crystal, my girlfriend. But she's cool. But
She's here. That's the best
She's
part.
here and
She's,
she's-
in the state. I think that beats anything else.
Oh
but
my god.
the
Let 'em
time
be.
flies by when like I mean, as long as you keep contact with them and like, but it must have been really hard back then with like only letters and I wrote you 365 days or
A year ago.
So,
And
but
carrier pigeons.
but now it's like you're practically
Ravens.
with them all the time with Skype and Facebook
And MySpace.
Snapchat, and all
Oh,
that
yeah,
sort of
But
stuff.
I have a question about that. Do you ever feel like you lose connection because you're not physically with them? Like, do you lose that interest, or do you have to constantly keep contact through internet so you can keep that connection? Or
Well, I feel like there's more than one connection. There is a physical connection with obviously you lose,
Yeah.
but
like the emotional?
but the emotional connection and like the intimacy can still be there. You just don't have the physicality, and that tends to be the hardest part because I think human beings are physical more than anything. So,
But, I mean,
that
you could
tends
just-
to be
you could-
the
you-
most important part.
you could totally Skype date and then just touch yourself.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
You're
I
I mean,
touching
don't get me
yourself.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's the same, but I mean, there's some aspect of that intimacy there. I just obviously not the physical.
You trust me enough.
Well, there's that, and there's it's probably even worse when you've already been with that person, and then they move away, rather than like let's say you meet someone, and you haven't
Johnny's
met them,
a
like
bitch.
you haven't met them yet. You met them online, but you haven't met them in person yet. So you're still wondering what it's like, and you kind of fight for that.
okay.
And then there's that, and then there's the other one where you've already been together. Something happens, maybe college or maybe the military or something like that, or she just has to move, or he
gets deported.
gets deported.
Hey, that happens.
out
Stop
to you,
laughing.
And then I feel like that would be even worse.
Beaners.
And at that point, I don't know if I would.
Well, that's true because you're used to having them, with you.
Yeah,
And then you get
exactly.
that pulled away from you, and then you're not used to it.
Well, so,
Then-
do you think you would be able to take it like again? Be honest, yes or no?
At this point, I don't know if I could. It also depends on the distance. One state away, whatever. But like, if like a girl was like in the Philippines or like Sweden or something,
I would make it work.
How about you?
No.
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 Well, I might have to deal with
No.
that situation in a bit, so we'll see how that
Getting
goes.
deported.
How about you, Steven?
Is she really?
Damn
it.
Well, let me explain the whole getting deported thing. The only reason like it's extra funny is because that's a joke that I've been fucking writing for years. Anytime one of us is like out of town on like vacation or something, and someone's like, "Oh, where's this person?" Poor guy, they just got deported. Can you believe it? I tell that shit to everyone.
Well, it only
They're
works
like, he's
because we live in
white.
a border town.
I would,
Yeah, I mean,
I
obviously.
would believe it.
But like when Kiki moved to Colorado, it was like, hey, what happened to Kiki? Dude, he got fucking deported. Or like when this fool went to a vacation at the Virgin Islands, I was like, yeah, Cornell just got deported back to the
I
Virgin
didn't know you
Islands.
were saying that. I'm not even from there.
I tell people they got deported all the time.
They don't have to
Obviously,
know that.
don't get me wrong, it's like it's fucked up if it happens, but it's a good joke, goddammit.
Yeah, but let's be honest. We'd probably laugh about it if it did happen.
Yeah, like if I got deported, like even though I'm American,
No.
like if I got deported back to like some country I wasn't from, yeah, I'd probably laugh about it. I'd be mad, but when I got back home, I'd be like, oh yeah,
Well, I
immigration
mean-
fucked up.
All that stuff kind of happens to, like Holly Ed, like our buddy.
Oh my
Like
god,
just like
dude,
the worst luck just happens to him.
No, no,
and no
he's just
matter
an
what.
idiot.
But
he's a
that's
magnet
true.
for bad luck. Well, I mean, he also makes bad choices, but he's a magnet for bad luck too.
And that's my point. Anything bad that ever happens to him, we just kind of laugh about it.
So wait,
Yeah.
does he get himself into that bad luck, or he
No.
it just
Yes and
happens?
no.
Yeah, it's like he sets himself up for mistakes to happen, and then they actually fucking happen.
It's like a
You get me?
Well,
self-fulfilling
He's a
prophecy.
setup,
Yeah,
and
so-
life spikes it.
So
Yeah.
That's essentially what happens. Like
Volleyball.
when a chair rack ran over his foot and his toenail, just his big toenail, just separated from his toe completely. We weren't like, oh my god, are you okay? It was like, you fucking idiot.
I remember we were talking about it the day right after, and they're like, "Oh, it's inappropriate."
Oh yeah, our manager was like, he's your friend, guys.
you don't
Don't
understand.
talk about
No,
it.
look, that's what people don't understand about our friendship within our group. We talk so much shit about each other,
yes, you do.
to each other, and
Yes.
away from each other, and that's just how we've always communicated, and that's how we've
Yes.
always like worked. Like, if you can't dish it, then
Don't
get
give
out.
it.
Like, our group is full of people who can shit talk. We're witty as fuck. And we have very big dicks if the girls want to come in. So,
Why the
It also keeps, it also keeps everyone in check.
yeah.
Like no, like there's
If
no.
be on your
egos
A
in
game.
check.
Always gotta be
Yeah.
on your A game.
It keeps egos in check too, because I think when anyone's doing something that's like pretty good, people are like, yeah, well, whatever. You still can't do this.
Because
Well,
I
whatever.
feel
we
like
still can't juggle.
talking
Wow.
shit,
God damn it.
talking shit in general, I think is healthy among friends.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you can't talk shit among your friends, are they really like among your closest friends?
I talk shit
That's
to my
that's a
friends.
good one though. Like,
You don't have friends.
and I've thought that too. It's like
There's
if they're
a
your
shit talker.
friends, you could say just about anything. Obviously, there's some stuff, but you can say just about anything, and they'll be cool with it. They'll be like, oh yeah, this guy's joking, or this guy knows my sense of humor, and essentially that's why you want to hang out with those people.
Yeah.
Like, well, what I say is either funny or they don't take me serious. Like, it's cool. That's what you want.
Because I know there
Right.
are groups of friends or cliques or whatever, and like it's like you just don't do that. You just don't like mess with people. Like everyone's temperamental or like everyone's like really sensitive.
Yeah.
something like that. Well,
And
I
they're
don't know.
also the most dramatic.
traumatic or dramatic.
Dramatic.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess they could also.
yeah, I said both.
Yeah, that's all. Like, I'm not sure.
Well, I mean,
what's
they
going
could be traumatic if something traumatic happened to them in their fucking
Oh my
lives.
god, he's such a drama queen.
He's a trauma.
He's a
queen.
trauma queen. Concussion after fucking concussion.
on. How yo?
Get it together, man.
Get your life
Oh
together.
my god,
yeah.
you guys should
I
call
didn't-
him a trauma queen.
Oh my god. Well, calling Javier a trauma queen from now on.
Shout out.
Shout out to Javier, the trauma queen.
Also, the Ticketmaster.
I never did answer the long distance thing. Just to finish that.
Oh yeah,
up.
go.
Oh right.
You don't like women.
I think for the most part, like Mark said, if you've already known each other and you've been together for a while, and that person moves away, that's probably a bit easier than if your relationship just started off, or if your relationship started off.
Well, for one, you're not getting catfished.
Yeah,
Because you know what that person
started.
looks like. And you know that
Better get off
Well-
the goddamn phone, woman.
Go on,
Rude.
get off the phone. All right.
Rude. She's like, look at my tits.
Oh wait, never mind. It's Josh. Anyways,
Look at my tits.
look at Josh's tits.
You would
Okay.
tell me to get off the phone if I'm looking at tits.
Later.
I'm not going to do that.
But go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Yeah. So I've never been in a long distance relationship like that, and I don't think I'd ever get myself in one of those. I'm not regularly online.
What if she was like super hot though?
No, like, I'm not regularly online trying to meet people. Like I never put myself in a situation where that's even possible. Like I never add just random people on Facebook.
I do because I'm a good person.
I don't
Meredith.
fuck people like that.
Community service?
I don't know people. Like I don't really want to fucking talk to someone I don't really know. Like I don't give a shit. I'm more of a one-on-one person.
So would
and
you ever
that's
use
how-
Tinder? I mean, it's not super long distance, but would you ever use something
I
like
wouldn't
that?
be able to use Tinder to actually find a relationship. Like
You wouldn't?
Well, I'm sure it happens.
Wouldn't because
No.
I feel like that's a fucking platform to try to find a hookup.
It is mostly for hookups. yes.
that's what I'm saying. And there's
Yeah, but you said you wouldn't look for that kind of relationship. But I mean, like sometimes unexpected things happen in relationships. Like, what if that came up? What would you do if you
what do you
had
mean?
to?
Like what the example? Because I'm not sure what you're saying.
Like what Mark said earlier, that sometimes you are in a relationship, and the hardest part is that when you are and something unexpected happens, that
Like they
someone
get
has to go away
deported?
for school for
I'm Mexican.
work.
They're most likely gonna get deported.
What if they get deported?
All right, there
Well,
we
then
go.
Well,
there
like,
we go.
and it puts you in that position where you're like, do I want to do this relationship or do I not? Like, what would
I
you
can
do?
travel from one country to the other easily.
Okay.
No. I get what you're saying though. Like I'm just being a smartass, but no, I get what you're saying. Like they're there one week and then the next week they're miles and miles away.
Right.
And like I mentioned when I first started talking, it's like I feel like that would be easier because we already know each other and there's already that sort of like, oh, so how's your day going? Or we already have that connection and we don't necessarily have to be physical at all times for me to like still have that person present in my mind. I'm not just always gonna be like, oh man, I really want to bang right now. Like
I would.
it's not for me. It
I
wouldn't always be the case.
It's
I
like
go for
I
a
could
power
also
fuck right
masturbate through Skype. Like
And
And then you'll jizz on your keyboard.
You
doesn't have
don't
to
you
be a
don't
keyboard.
come on things.
And they're like, "What? Did you press Shift 5 times? You have sticky keys on right now."
it's sticky fingers.
They are sticky.
So would you do it
if that was the case, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
well, it depends. Like, because I like to be a realist. I'm like, well, is this something that's really gonna be? Are we gonna be carrying this relationship on for a while? And is it really gonna go that distance? Because if not, then why waste that time? You might find someone. You're away somewhere. You might find someone considerably better than me, and likewise, I might find someone considerably better than that person.
Like I find like right now and at our age, every relationship you're in seems like it's not just a trial and error kind of thing, more like a relationship you're trying to continue on for a long while. Like
Yes.
you're at a point where like you should know yourself and you should know what you're looking for,
Yes.
and you should be with what you're looking for.
Men. Nah, fucking with you.
Welcome to the Mancast.
The
Strong
chauvinistic
man.
podcast.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, someone that can build me a home, dude. Like that's what I'm looking for.
Are you
Wow,
Are you
really?
useful?
He's looking for an architect.
Are you just?
He's got to be
generally
smart. And he's got to be strong too. Brains and
Ergo.
brawn, and preferably one of these.
Concordantly, vis-a-vis.
Nah.
One that can really give it to me
Wait.
right up the bum hole.
Do you have a hidden talent, Mark? I know it's random as fuck, but I've been wanting to juggle right now.
Do double backflips.
No, I don't think so.
Can
Kinda
anybody
boring.
juggle here?
I can juggle.
You look straight at me, and I no,
Come on.
Can you juggle?
no, not
I just
even.
want to juggle with someone. I want to see if I can do this.
Don't fucking juggle the shells.
Give me some shells.
No.
like the
You
one
I
gotta
will
bring
not be
it away.
responsible
I'm not
for
gonna
this
break
strategy.
Oh god.
That sounds so
That's-
fragile.
Oh, no, I can't do that one.
Hey, put it up against your ear, and maybe you'll hear.
This sounds like a horrible idea.
Wait, can you hear the ocean spray?
No, I just said cunt.
Oh,
Cunt. Oh god damn
I was
it.
about to say like, ocean spray's right
Move the
here.
mic out of the way. Move the mic out of the way.
Brought to you by.
Brought to you by Damages.
I hope it does not. Like, yeah, I was like,
Cornell, if you can juggle, you can be on the streets of Mexico, like making like fucking like 2
Oh.
pesos at a time.
oh wow,
Oh, this is going. This is
Put me
happening.
on the streets, bitch. Put me on the streets, bitch.
that went
All right,
very
So
good.
now
I
when
thought.
Cornell gets deported back to
That
Mexico,
That was really good. I'm
was
impressed.
really good.
I'm
That
impressed.
was actually.
No mama's way.
when Cornell gets deported back to Mexico, he now has a craft that he can perform.
He already
for
has a
people.
job.
Oral.
He's created his own job because Mexicans, if anything, they're entrepreneurial.
They are.
I mean, they're not good at being entrepreneurial.
No, they're definitely not. But
I had another
Sorry.
topic that I wanted to talk about because I got into a discussion with a coworker about certain movies.
Wait, is this the second half of the Drake song right now?
No.
Shit's getting serious.
Meek Mill,
She
dog.
gets real.
down.
Future,
But,
dog.
I wanted to talk about things that we thought were going to be really, really good, maybe through trailers or teasers,
Ooh.
and it turned out to be really crappy. So my example,
Avatar.
I hate to give this to Steve.
One Night in Paris.
No, I actually like that movie.
That shit was bad. There was no.
Man of Steel was probably not the best.
Was that the last one that came out, or is that the recent
That's
It
one?
was
the
the
recent
recent
one.
and the last one. I mean, both make sense, right?
It's the one with Harvey
I
Cavill.
really
Whoa.
liked it.
No, I like it too, and like
Shit.
it does some things right.
I want to know what you didn't like about it.
Snyder.
The underwear wasn't outside.
Oh, I
Your
could definitely
shit.
do that.
Superman should have a more pronounced bulge. No, I'm just,
No, it was pretty pronounced in that outfit. I'm just like.
There was a lot of pronounced things about his body, and it was pretty cool. But
His leg work.
his leg work, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Well, what did you? I mean, the fighting was amazing. I thought Fiora was cast perfectly. That was actually Gal Gadot, the girl that's going to be Wonder Woman in the Batman vs Superman. That was actually she got offered that part before. I forget her name, on Jim something. But
Jimmy Kimmel?
she was actually going to be
Yes.
Fiora, but now she gets to play Wonder Woman. So maybe it was
Well, that's
for
what
the
it felt
best.
too. But the movie that I feel like disappointed me the most, and even though it isn't even a movie I care about, would be the last Transformers movie. Like, I know they all suck, but even this one couldn't follow that Transformers formula.
With
First
Mark,
two-
with Mark Wahlberg.
I liked the first two.
First two were pretty good. Third one
Do you
was
know?
too much.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing like a 16th of the cube around my neck.
That's cool, but the first two suck. Great.
No, the first two were
hold on.
amazing.
Yeah, they
For
were.
when we were talking about the first fucking Transformers movie, that's one big ass plot hole where it's like, well, I guess not really a plot hole. It's just like a shitty fucking whatever it's called. Like, I can't remember the goddamn name.
Shit,
it's just a plot
Shit.
device. It was a shitty plot device of like, I'm trying to get that cube. Give me the goddamn cube. Fuck, I need that cube. And then finally he's like, here you go.
We can just destroy it.
God, the cube is killing me.
Well, it's like I think it's like heroin. dude.
Right? He fucking Megatron follows this kid around the whole movie, goes through all these epic battles for a goddamn cube that's eventually going to kill him. It's like if I fought you for a gun that you were going to shoot me with. Like, I'm standing across the room, like, give me that gun. And you're just like, fuck you. That's
But
it.
isn't because he utilized the power of the cube against him? That's what killed him
Well,
eventually.
No, it
it's
was-
what I'm
it was
saying.
the
It's
plan
like,
B.
It was
It was
it's an overdose. That's what it was. It's an
Too
overdose.
much awesome in that cube.
Overdose.
And he
Yeah.
didn't
It's just
expect
heroin.
that. I
Like-
guess that's.
But
You can have a little bit of heroin.
in
be
all
fine.
honesty, the worst movie I've ever seen that I was expecting a lot, and I joke about it a lot.
Harry Potter
with
and the
it-
Sorcerer's
and
Stone.
the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, the Chamber of Secrets.
That-
okay.
I never saw him.
It really
I agree
disappointed.
with
Actually,
you.
no. Goblet of Fire.
Wait.
That
so,
movie really disappointed me. It's the best
Gobbles
fucking.
of fire.
okay, first of
Gobbles
all,
of
how
these
old were you
nuts.
when that movie came out? And second
Too
of all,
damn old.
why did you have such high expectations for a Harry Potter movie? Especially you're just like, I know this movie's gonna be the shit.
Mark, have you ever invested a
Mark's
lot?
got a good point, though.
A lot of.
You're just like the worst movie ever. I
Did you
expected-
read the book?
Have you ever invested
Have you
so
read-
much time
yeah.
in your life on something
Have you read the book?
where
No,
you're like,
I
I,
haven't read
want
any
to
of the
see
books.
Okay,
this
the
scene play
books
out.
are amazing.
No, they're alright, but they ain't amazing.
I
Pendragon's
love
way
the
better than
books.
that.
I was into Tolkien at the same time because both of them were really popular
Whatever,
at the time.
hipster.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was full on.
Tolkien, he was older. He came out in 19.
No.
Look, I need my people to die. I need dragons. I need.
Mark has a great point.
But did
It's
you like The Hobbit?
Why would you expect those movies to be good when the other ones are pretty shit too? Watch them again. They're kind of cheesy kids movies. Yeah, they got great visuals and they're a great franchise. I'm not saying that they didn't have good parts about them, but watch those again. They're cheesy kids movies.
Well,
dude.
it's like-
Why would
Until you
expect
get to the
what's-
fifth one, then it gets
then,
good.
yeah, then it changes.
Well,
a
I mean,
lot.
it's like
Yeah.
Well,
it's
it's
like
the directors.
Twilight, really, to a sense.
No,
Like,
no,
they
Twilight just-
Well, no, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is that
Twilight's
they
amazing.
just capitalized on something that was popular at the time, and that's pretty
Top
much what
5 series
happened.
of all time.
Okay, look. I feel like there's two spectrums on this because the Harry Potter books, if you weigh that against the Twilight books, I mean,
That's
dude,
no
one's
comparison.
saying
No
everybody was just
comparison.
about the Harry Potter ones, like, oh no, it's like witches and shit like that, religion, blah blah blah. Twilight, everyone's like, this shit's bad, and it's a terrible thing to show your daughters that like you should rely on a guy that will stand above you and watch you sleep.
Well,
Well,
there's
make sure you're okay all
That's
night.
not my
Like,
point.
They had
My
different
point
goals.
being is that like I think the reason why those movies
And
were
he
so
broke her
good.
fucking pelvis.
I'm talking about Twilight.
No, I'm comparing it. Is that the reason why the Harry Potter movies were probably so good was because they capitalized on something that was so popular at the time,
No,
and they made it into a movie.
No, okay.
I'm
And
just
same
saying
thing
where
with
the where
Twilight
the
happened.
expectations come from.
Your argument still isn't completely valid like that because you got to think of the span of those movies coming out. Twilight came out and then the movies were all made year. Harry Potter went on for what?
A decade.
10, 11 years?
Yeah.
Like that was a long time to still
Does
be releasing
does anyone know how long it was from the publication of the first book to the release of the first movie
for Harry Potter? Or
No, for Twilight.
Crystal,
Nah.
would you know?
Yeah.
Sideline talk.
I
You
read
gotta look
Harry
up
Potter
research.
in middle school when the first.
No, the first Harry Potter book came out when I was in elementary school.
When we were
I read
all,
the
we're
the
like all
fourth
the
one
same
in
year.
sixth grade.
Were you trying to get the
Wikipedia is
AR
our best
point?
friend right now.
Okay, Google.
Well, why you guys look
Who's
that
a
up
bitch?
though? That was my whole thing. Like when Mark was talking about like, it's like you're invested in this universe because you did read these books and stuff like that. But when you really look at it objectively, it's like, oh man, they were kind of cheesy kids movies. And then don't get me wrong, later on, like I think the
98.
fifth one, it just got darker, and then the whole mood of the movies and the atmosphere and even the subject matter got a whole lot darker. Which I guess
they
was
changed the direction.
Okay, hold on. 3 years for the Twilight movie, from the first one to the movie
Jesus.
98 was the first book.
for Harry Potter.
Twilight?
No.
No,
For Harry
Harry
Or
Potter.
for Harry Potter in the
And
first movie
then-
was like 2000.
2001 maybe.
It was when I was in high school.
So it's roughly the same timeline.
Yeah, it was 2001.
No,
I was
but
in middle school.
Here's the thing I wanted to say about
I was in middle school.
being into Harry Potter. I think it helped that you read it at a certain age when you were a little bit more impressionable and you were able to expect much more because I read the Song of Ice and Fire books, the Game of Thrones books, and then I watched the show, and I really don't have much of a problem with what the show is doing because in my mind it's very different, and it's nice. It's nice to see some stories flesh out differently because you understand like they can't put it all in there. Some of the
Right.
stuff definitely kind of gets to me where it's like, man, this character was fucking great, and there's nothing there.
Well, look, Steven, there's this girl I know who is the biggest Harry Potter fanatic that I know. She's never read the books, only watched the movies.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm gonna get her on this podcast one day, but she's. I mean, I think that argument doesn't really work in all ways because there are people that definitely didn't read the books that watched the movie. Same thing with like Game of Thrones. Like I got into Game of Thrones from the show, not the books. I tried reading the books; the shit was boring as fuck to me. But I watched the show. It still took a while, but I got into it.
yeah, it's a tough watch, man. I'm not gonna. I mean, it's tough read.
That first
Both.
season,
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say.
that first season is so grudgingly slow. And
The nudity got me, but
Well,
outside of that,
the book was worse, man.
Oh,
Because the
God.
book is like, now they're introducing this character, which is
she's
just
like,
gonna die
"My name's
later."
Conway." Wait,
Oh, can we?
that wasn't Game of Thrones.
And I understand they had to paint that picture, and I mean, with other books, they just kind of get right into it. But
You know what's great though is that because you were talking about expectation, I didn't have any expectation when it came to
we
watching
were in
Game of
middle
Thrones.
school when these movies came out. We thought everything was cool.
No, I
so,
didn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
No, I mean, I definitely thought a lot more was
I
cool
didn't
when
think
I was.
"Shake
Yeah.
Your Tail Feather." I fucking hate that song to this day. I hate
What song?
"Hot in Here,"
Oh,
"Shake Your Tail Feather,"
It's getting hot.
and every song by Baby Bash.
I still hate.
Fuck that,
I
man.
still hate Nelly.
Baby Bash
Ride
is
with
like
Me
my spirit
by
animal.
Nelly.
Oh, "Ride with Me" is the only good song he has. He's the
goes on for too
romantic
long.
Fetty Wap. See,
But he has both eyes.
Oh, yeah.
but a band-aid.
That depth perception, he just didn't have it. And so.
No. Recipes.
No, I mean, expectation was a lot easier to live up to when you were a child. I mean, when you were younger, anyway. Then I think as you get older, you definitely get a bit more cynical.
A lot
You've been jaded. Yeah, you've been jaded a lot more by shitty interpretations of the things you like. Let's all say it. Dragon Ball.
You're the only one that says it, fool.
No,
I fucking
I
love
love-
that shit.
I
I was
Dragon
kind of
Ball.
waiting because like, you could have said The Last Airbender and
No,
Oh,
I was gonna get there. The Last Bender's another one, but Dragon Ball the movie, Dragon Ball Evolution, Jesus
Oh no!
Christ, that was a
I
piece
was
of
I was
shit.
never jaded and thought that was good. That shit was just bad the whole way through.
Oh,
it's like he
yeah.
grabbed like the fucking
no.
fiction and just wiped his ass with it and said,
No,
like,
I'm not-
this is what I have.
I'm not saying that you thought the movie was gonna be good. I'm just saying that when you heard there was gonna be a movie made, you were like, oh fuck yeah, Dragon Ball Z movie's gonna come out,
And
and
then
then
you
you
think,
see it and you're like, oh well, fuck me.
I
So that you
was-
carry that mentality to the next one where you're like, they're gonna make a movie out of something you really like. Yeah, fuck me, it's probably gonna be another Dragon Ball, and you just carry that mentality as you get older.
Well, I mean, I think what it is that we all have this sort of expectation, and we all kind of like think of what they're gonna do in the movie, but it doesn't pan out, and we get really pissed off about it. And don't get me wrong, Dragon Ball was not that fucking movie. They're like, oh, they did that shit right because they didn't. They did not do anything fucking right in that movie. It was so fucking bad.
So you're telling me that his hair looks that way because he's
He wears a lot of hair gel. Like.
Oh, okay.
Gorilla hair.
That movie was bad.
Moco de gorila.
Macaulay Culkin.
And
what
that
you
kind
guys
of goes
saying.
back to what I was talking about earlier with Man of Steel. They did do a lot of stuff right in terms of like fighting
They had
and like
Superman in
his
it.
struggle. And like, cause like if you go back to Superman Returns,
Russell Crowe.
he didn't throw a single punch. Lex Luthor was pretty cool, but like the whole his having a son and like his son has powers, and you know this like love triangle type thing. I mean, I thought that was like super cheesy.
I literally got to that airplane scene and I was like, I'm out. I'm that kind of person.
The airplane scene was the best part of that movie.
Well, wasn't that what you were?
Jesus.
You had put that like what movie you were just like, I'm done with this. That's probably one of the only movies that I was like, dude, I can't do this. And I got to that scene where they're yelling at shit. He's in space, like, what the fuck's going on? And then he flies down, and I was like, I'm done with it. Like nothing happened till now, and I feel like nothing's gonna happen after this
Yeah,
scene.
it was
this
really,
is
like-
this is the intro to Batman.
And I think
fucking
it was
last Batman
directed
movie,
by
and it's gonna get better.
I think it was also directed by Bryan Singer, and he made X-Men. So you were
Yeah, but
thinking,
those
like,
movies suck too. All those X-Men
X-Men.
movies fucking
X-Men
suck.
1 through
The
3?
1 through 3
X-Men.
sucks ass.
I
correct?
only-
Days
okay.
of Future
I'm gonna have
Past.
to
actually.
agree
No,
with that.
1 through 3 though. 1 through 3.
Right.
Bryan
They were
Singer
not-
movies were
See,
terrible.
that's the thing. Like,
The Wolverine one.
we look at it retrospectively, where if you
I
look
didn't
at
like
it-
him then.
If you look at him at the time, you didn't like him. But if you look at him at the time, it's like these were the movies that
they were
they're
what
like
Marvel is now.
Yeah, they created what Marvel is now. And essentially, they were the very, very
they,
beginnings.
they didn't create what Marvel was out because the formula is different. They were Marvel movies, but they definitely did not create.
Well, they were the trail runners. They led to what eventually
They
is
were
now.
the epitome of a
starter.
comic book movie.
It's
at
like
that
think
time.
of a hut and think of a building. Those fucking first movies were tough. They were living in a hut.
those weren't the first movies. So what about the movies that came out in the early '90s? Then
The
what were they?
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, but they didn't lead the way to like the franchises that got created later. These literally built those franchises. They're like the first inceptions in what would eventually be the Marvel empire that we really have now.
Yeah.
They're
Nah,
the-
it was fucking Iron Man. That was what led it.
Yeah, pretty much.
They
because
changed.
that
Disney
is the-
changed that fucking formula. Oh, well, Disney
Yeah.
didn't own it then.
No,
But no,
that
actually, I
was-
guess it would be the Avengers, not even Iron Man.
No, but
No, I would say
Iron
Iron
Man
Man.
is the very first movie in that whole like series to start it off. After that is when they started doing the post cinematic trailers and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
where they try to
post
get
credit
the
trailers. I mean,
I think
Fucking
yeah,
Marvel
Iron Man was
Cinematic
one of the
Universe.
first
yeah,
ones.
it was probably one of the first ones in that whole at least where they're connecting all of the fucking Avengers
Right.
together, and where it's actually pretty fucking successful as compared to like the
Yeah,
X-Men
I mean, because
movies.
it's like if you're gonna use that same argument, Steven, Fantastic Four, the first 2 movies that came out,
they fucked up twice, on the
right?
reboot.
For the 3 times, dude. Like, see the new
Oh, yeah,
one.
that's right. They did it in
But,
the 90s.
for
And
me-
Spider-Man, even Spider-Man. I mean, they might be big box
Spider-Man was
office
another one
things,
too, yeah.
but they all. I mean, technically, they all failed. I mean, even the last 2 that came out, I mean, they weren't that bad, but they still were bad.
I
Like-
kind of liked the last one.
The X-Men and the Spider-Man
it was
movies
alright.
It was alright.
were
Which one?
eventually what led the way
last
to every summer having a summer blockbuster that was a superhero movie.
Right.
And then eventually you got, for me, like, yeah, I'm aware that those happened, but for me, there was always a big shift from, and this is where I'm going to get into Batman, it's like, there was always a big shift, Superman. There was always a big shift from pre-Batman to post-Batman, and I'm talking Batman Begins, Christopher Nolan Batman.
Dark
and I
Batman.
think what happened...
So pre Nolan and post Nolan.
Yeah, what happened with Superman was that it existed in a post-Batman world where it's like, okay, now Batman Begins came out. It was a little grittier. It was a little bit, it was a little darker. So let's do that with Superman as well. And except that what happened with Superman for me was that it felt like they were trying a little too hard to be superhero, the indie movie, because that's what it really felt like to
They
me.
were trying to give it emotion.
Yeah, they were trying. They were
And
trying a
no,
little too
that's
hard
the
to
thing.
give it nostalgia.
Superman doesn't have an emotion. Like everything about the shows and shit like that. Superman is just there. He's a poster child for something, but he's not a character that has depth in the shows and shit like that.
Think about it. If you really think about it, Superman can't be emotional because it's like, oh, you get a little angry, just a little angry, and you're gonna fuck some shit up.
He's like, let me spin this penny. Sorry, I
just
killed him.
like the Hulk.
It's like you give him a little ball to squeeze, and it's
smash. Fuck the Hulk. Fuck Superman. Fuck Red.
But essentially,
Scarlet
that's what I
Witch.
felt happened with
Whoa,
Superman.
whoa, whoa.
It existed in a post-Batman
Calm
world
down.
where everything had to
I'm
be
angry.
gritty and everything had to be dark, and it had to be in a certain way that didn't fit too well in the Batman in the Superman universe. And I feel like now with Dawn of Justice, you get a nice mix with, okay, well, now this dark universe makes sense because you don't want a dark universe with such a godlike character as Superman. And even the battles were great. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I mean, at the
I think
same
it works
time-
because if you look at Watchmen, you have that sort of dark.
Yeah.
And that was
exactly.
a
And
great
Watchmen was a
movie.
good movie.
Oh
It's a
man, I fucking
great
love that
movie.
movie.
Especially
Yeah.
Saw
Miss
that shit twice,
Manhattan's
saw it in
dong.
Spanish anyway.
So it can work.
Oh.
But maybe they missed a few marks on Man of Steel. But I think overall it was a good movie because, well, one I really liked it because of the hype, and I'm just a big Superman fan in general. But then after watching it by myself, like I think it came on like TV at one point or something, and just watching it just as like without the hype. It's been a year or two later since I watched it, and I just watched it by itself to judge it for what it is, and it wasn't as good as what I thought it was, but.
It's like those girls you were really into in high school, and then,
they got
outside
older.
of high school, you see them again, and you're like,
Like,
you're still
no.
pretty. Don't get me
You're
wrong.
wait, dude. Okay, I know we're talking about bitches outside of school. Okay, think about like just in general, girls right now. It's that season where they wear the Uggs and the sweaters and the
hate
sweatpants.
Uggs. I don't even want
Girls,
to talk about that.
if they are not dressed up, they can look like the worst things ever. A guy can do the
I
same
don't
shit
own Uggs.
and not look as bad, but like a girl knows how to make herself look very unappealing and appealing. It's weird. Like they can frump out.
I feel like it's the same for guys though. Like
Not that bad, dude. Like
I just don't have a
look,
reference
okay,
for it.
look, that fucking messy bun, the bun on the top of the fucking head, the
Apparently
the
it causes,
the
baldness.
fucking pink, not pink color, pink brand sweatpants.
So Victoria's
the Ugg shoes-
Secret sweatpants with the pink on the
yeah, well, on the
On
ass,
the ass.
or on the leg,
I don't-
and then
you
a
know what?
regular
They have
sweatshirt.
right.
I don't even see girls wear that anymore, honestly.
All the damn.
No, they do.
Just because of summer right now.
I
folks.
only
Yeah.
see
Go
them
to the-
wear
go to
yoga
the mall in the
pants
winter.
and capri, or I don't know what they're called, capris or.
It happens every year. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
It's indubitable.
Inevitable.
It's the basic bitch compilation, right?
It's a
You needed to
I don't own Victoria's Secret sweatpants. I don't own a
It's
sweatshirt,
the
and I don't own Uggs either.
basic
I
Melody
never
starter
have.
pack.
I never ever want to. I hope I don't. No one ever gives me Uggs for
Is it
Christmas.
because you don't want to be a basic bitch?
I don't,
I
know how
don't
that
like
much
following
time.
trends, and I don't like following.
Do you like Starbucks?
I'll have it like once every 2 months.
Do you like pumpkin spice lattes?
Do you like
No.
Okay.
fat chicks? Do you like?
So you're not a basic bitch.
Holy fuck, that's strong.
So we were talking about earlier how
down.
Oh god.
Melody doesn't know what Netflix and chill is, and
Oh, we're coming to this.
oh hell yeah, like,
Okay,
we're about to end this shit.
I'm
so.
sure everybody else knows what Netflix and chill is,
Oh
right?
hell yeah, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've chilled.
I'm
What do you
I'm
think?
getting
What do you
nervous.
What do you think Netflix and chill is?
Okay, I know what Netflix is, but chill? Like
no,
I
put
think
it
like
together.
you want to go chill. Like you just want to
Put it together.
Hang on.
What is your
you want to
assumption?
chill watching Netflix.
Okay, so
While watching
like-
Narcos.
have you? I mean, you've hung out with guys and watched movies and shows at your house, right? Or wherever their house. It could be anywhere.
Sure.
So maybe Netflix, right? And
We
do
only
you
have Hulu
really
Plus.
end up watching the movie? Like how far?
It's,
do you-
it's dawning on her. Holy shit!
so now,
She's
hey,
been getting Netflix and chilled. Those sons of bitches.
it's hit her right now.
They've been stiffing me on dates.
No, I'm putting your captions together right now. Like, do
Well,
you
what
want
is
to
it?
Netflix and chill? So you're gonna watch Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
but you're
Yeah.
not sleeping together.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There
Melody,
you
It
go.
only took 3 hours.
Now she's caught up.
They wouldn't tell me.
See, the thing is you don't watch How I Met Your Mother.
You
That's
try
not
to
what
make
happened.
yourself the mother, and that's what happens.
You know what? I'll be
How I
honest.
Met Your
At
Daddy.
first, when I would get invited to watch a movie, I really thought I was gonna go watch a movie.
Wait, how often does this shit happen, Melody? How
It's
often?
been a long time, but I got the hint now. I got the hint now.
Bait and switch, dude. Like Melody walks in there with popcorn and dude's just naked on the bed. Like, what?
It's
what movie are you
happened
watching?
so many times where I'll say this.
so
okay,
many times.
where someone was like, "Hey, I was back then when the Left 4 Dead came out." And someone was like, "Hey, we should come over to my house and play." And I was like, "Fuck yeah,
Left
let's
4
do
Dead and
it!"
chill.
So I was so excited. I get to the house, I bring my Xbox controller, and I realized that I forgot the game at my house. So I'm at
That one's on you, girl. No.
I'll fall for anybody who invites me for games. I'll get excited and say yes at the time. Back then, a couple years ago.
Xbox and chill.
That's how they lured Melody in, dude. It was just like,
That was the way to lure me
candy
in.
on the side of the bed.
Smash and chill.
And if you said like Star Wars,
smash.
hey, let's have like a Star
I
Wars
said.
trilogy thing, and I would be like, oh my god, that is so cool, let's do it. So I went and I got to the guy's
No, they got that
place,
Let's
and I'm
do
like,
it.
oh my god, I forgot the Left 4 Dead game. I have to go back to my house. He's like, no wait, where are you going? And I'm like, I forgot the game. Like, I'll get home like in 5 minutes and I'll be back like in 10 minutes in total. And he's like, but you don't have to leave. And he puts his hand on my neck, and I'm like, oh, wow.
So you want to play Halo and chill? All right.
I was like,
But did you mind?
yes, I did, because I knew this.
You really
person-
wanted to play that game.
I really thought I was there to play that game.
Okay.
It's fun co-op, Left 4 Dead. Like I
Betrayed.
betrayed, literally. And so he put his hand on my leg, and I'm like, oh.
You're like, I guess.
So you don't want to play co-op.
And that's when he like leaned in, and I was like, nope. And I jumped off the bed, and I was like, I really thought I was here to play video games. He's like, really? And I was like,
You made
He
it.
Yes,
was like
I-
this big.
It's like, I'm naked, right? Like I just
This whole time, like I haven't had.
I was like,
any practice.
It's weird.
dude, I gotta go home. I'm like, I'm not here for this.
Like, it's
like,
weird because I'm naked. I'm not
And-
even hard. I'm wearing a fucking condom.
it took
Waste
me
my
so
time.
many experiences to like get the point.
I'm just jerking off right here. How come you don't do anything? Like the controls on vibrate. You're having like a laugh. Like what the fuck?
just think of the dude that thought he made his intentions very clear, and Melody gets there, she turns on the Xbox, and she's on halfway through the campaign. The dude's still jerking off. Like, so is this ever gonna happen?
Really chill or what the fuck,
Dude, I need you to
And
revive
they would be
me.
throwing
turn
the
me on.
hints like, oh yeah,
Rubbing his
like,
dick on you? Like what the fuck?
so do you want to do something else? And I'd be like, no, I really am watching this
She's just
movie.
like, could you stop? It's fucking up. It's fucking up my KDR. All right.
That's cool, but that's not gonna revive me. So.
But I'm sure there's been many.
I was very naive, honestly. Like I really just.
Could you stop?
What's
I
new?
get that. I mean, I get the hint now. Like I really do. If you
There you
guys have heard before some of the stuff I told you.
No, I mean, I get it, but it's what's fucked up now is that maybe now some guy's like past it, and he's like, Emma, do you want to really come over for video games? You can get there with like lube and like maybe a dildo. And he's like,
this, dude.
where's the controller? Like,
No, I said video games to chill. What are you?
Baby, baby, this is the controller.
hey, you ever play joystick? Come on.
We're gonna play Atari. Oh, I got
It's a
you.
fight pad.
One of those that like sticks to the wall. Just
we're gonna
pop.
play.
I'm sure-
Oh yeah, those regular controllers that stick to the wall.
We're gonna
right?
play Forza 6, man.
You've done it the other way though, right? I mean, you've been in situations where the guy was like, "Oh,
I never make the first move.
So,
Ever?
And that's where we're gonna end this podcast, man. Okay?
so
Never.
why?
Xbox and chill.
Why?"
No, but for real, like,
I kind of
We've
think I
gone
have a
past
reason
time.
for that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a little bit past time, but just finish what you were saying because
That was it. I'll end it right there. That was it.
we'll talk about this after.
well, let us know if you've ever been in a situation where someone lures you into their home or van, and
AKA,
no, I'm kidding. I'm
AKA
kidding.
Netflix and chill.
No Vans.
No, but have you ever been in a Netflix and chill situation that you inadvertently stepped into? I'd like to know.
There was more Netflix than chill.
I feel like that happens more to guys than to anyone.
Well,
Xbox
let us know
and chill mostly.
But
down in
let
the
us
comments
know.
below,
If you've ever had either one.
and we will have our Facebook in the description. Make sure you subscribe and thumbs up because we cool like that.
Like us on the Facebooks. Comment on the thingamajig because I really want to know because I think that's funny as shit.
And also,
So-
guys, Netflix and chill.
And chill.
Netflix and chill, y'all.
Good night, motherfuckers.
Good night.
I love you.
Good night.
Bitch.